As a footnote to talking about our paste and which paste to use is another question I have been asked a lot and people are quite a little unsure of is our soaking times. How long, once your paper's pasted, should you leave it to soak? Now there are some basic rules that you need to adhere to. If it's a paste to paper, wallpaper, then you paste it and fold it carefully and let it soak for 3 to 5 minutes. If you don't let it soak and you put it straight up on the wall, you will undoubtedly get a lot of blisters and bubbles in your paper that appear instantly, and there'll be long thin bubbles. They're the ones that tell you you haven't let your paper soak long enough and absorb some of the paste. Take it back off the wall and fold it and let it soak. It will be fine when you put it up again. So let the paper soak, I would say, for 3 to 5 minutes. Just be careful on a very hot day. Paste can dry out a lot quicker, so just be a little bit careful. Maybe apply a lot more paste. As a rule, you can't really put too much paste on, but you can definitely put too little. So always maybe put a little bit more than you think is necessary to make sure you've got plenty of paste there to let your paper move on the wall and stick well. With paste the wall wallpapers, now I have said before, I still and will always paste the paper itself. You can do that with paste the wall wallpapers, it's not a problem. The only thing you must do is paste one and put one on the wall. You mustn't let it soak, because if you think about a paste the wallpaper, you're pasting the wall and putting the paper up onto the wall, so it's only at point of contact there's a lot of paste on the back of the paper. If you were to paste it on the table and leave it, then it's going to soak. The chances are that the paper can stretch as you apply it and then shrink back to its original size, and we're talking very small fractions here, but that very small fraction would maybe open up a seam in your joints. So with paste the wallpaper, paste it as normal, you don't need to put any more paste on it, but paste one, put it on the wall and do it like that. I prefer to paste the paper all the time. I don't like working with very dry, brittle wallpaper. On a feature wall, maybe you can do it, but I find you have less slip. I find it really difficult, even as a professional, to go around windows, doors with bone dry paper. Once it's wet, it's a lot more pliable, a lot more malleable, and you can work it around corners, tuck it behind things comfortably. With dry paper, if you try and bend it, push it, it can rip and tear. I think it's really difficult, and I think I'd advise you to paste the paper, but you've maybe try both ways and see what you're more comfortable with.